Let's do some thrift flips or flip thrips or whatever you call it.
I'm looking for somebody I can call. Looking for the only one I can get my own. Tell me that it's true.
Hi, my name is Keisha, aka Keisha the Stylist. If you love thrifted, secondhand, and vintage fashion taken to another level, then you're in the right place, guaranteed. Today's video is all about doing some thrift flips with items that I've thrifted over the years, and I just wanted to breathe new life into them. But before we get into that, if this is the first time seeing my face, yes, this face, and you like thrifting, come thrifting with me. Anything secondhand, anything vintage. I am a stylist, I am an entrepreneur, and I take you through the day-to-day of me being an entrepreneur, the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between. If that sounds like something you are interested in, please hit that subscribe button. Hit it. And if you're returning, you know how I feel about you. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, doing all the things. I really appreciate it. Also, if you didn't know, I have over 300 videos on this channel. So if you want to see my life, you want to see some vlogs, you want to see some come thrifting with me, you want to see some hauls, definitely check out my other videos. I also have videos on styling, video of behind the scenes styling outfits inspired by Beyonce. That was super amazing. They were all thrifted outfits. So definitely check out that video. I've done a lot of estate sales. I've done vlogs of like spending the day with me, spending a week with me. So definitely check those out. A little bit of house cleaning I need to mention to you guys. So the winner of the style box, Miss Deborah, she lives in Australia. So I didn't know this when she won the style box. I didn't put any stipulations on where you lived or anything like that, but it was really hard for us to kind of get together to do the consultation and other things. So she's forfeiting her prize. So I will be doing another drawing for another winner. So sorry about that, Miss Deborah. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you subscribing. I appreciate you for entering all of that type of stuff. And I hope that we can work together in the future. So what I'll do is I'll do another drawing and I'll announce the winner probably in Sunday's video. So next Sunday, a week from today, I will announce the new winner. So look out for that. I hope this is not too dark. It looks dark on my screen. I have my lights on and everything. This is a new phone, so the image is coming across a little bit different. Hopefully it's not too dark. Either way, hopefully it comes off crisp enough for you guys. I think that is all the business type stuff that I need to let you guys know about. So let's get into this video. So how this video is going to be formatted, I'm going to show you the original item. I'm going to take you through the process of reworking, breathing new life, whatever you want to call it, DIYing the item. I'm going to come back here and walk you through my thoughts on the whole process of reworking the item and everything that may have went good or bad or any of that type of stuff, and I'll show you how I styled the item. If you didn't notice, I'm wearing my earrings from Felicia from BOK Media. I showed these in my last video, so definitely check that video out. I believe what I was saying is that I am going to walk you through the whole process, tell you the good, the bad, the ugly of the process, and then I'm going to show you how I styled it. I'm going to do that for every item one by one. So let's get into it. I wanted to do this because I am working on the artist collection, and I don't generally do a lot of accessories when I'm reworking items. I do a lot of clothes. Doing clothes is easy, second nature for me. Dyeing, altering, all that type of stuff is second nature, but accessories is a whole nother ball game. Accessories is a beast in itself. I wanted to practice some new techniques, some new materials and things before I get started on the artist collection items. I don't want to mess because those will be for sale. These items I'm showing you today are not for sale. They're just for my personal collection, and I could, like, you know, try different things out on them, but I will hone it in and perfect it before I start on the artist collection items. So with that said, let's get into the items. The first item is these gray boots. You see there's a lot of scuffs and things like that on them. I love the shape of them because they remind me of Mason Margiela, not the tabbies, but the other type of boots that they have. And as you can see, that is a huge kind of like scuff right there. So that is the first. So I wanted to use this shimmer silver spray paint on the boots. So as you can see, before they were a matte gray, so now they're a silver kind of metallic color, and I think they turned out really good. Unfortunately, they are too dull for me, or too bland, so I am going to try to do a print on these, and I'm hoping it turns out the way that I want it to. So we will see. Are still drying. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to do another design on these. I'm gonna try to do like stripes in a different color, like a iridescent color. So we will see how that turns out. So I have spray painted the iridescent. I guess you can say this is the one. So this is the iridescent unicorn spray paint on the silver or gray boots. I'm gonna let it dry and see how it turns out. So these are the gray boots. Wow. Wow. Yeah. These are the boots. I'm super surprised how they turned out. I did not know they were gonna go this direction. As you can see, there's still some imperfections and things like that on them that I created myself. But let's talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly of trying to DIY these boots. My idea was to do a little shimmer on the gray. So I wanted to use that silver shimmer spray paint that I showed you guys. And it worked out pretty good in the beginning. It did. But then I was like, they look too boring. Of course, I would think that, right? So I decided to do some stripes, like a pattern on the shoe. So I used the painter's tape and I did like an iridescent spray paint on top of it. This is where I kind of went wrong. So when I pulled the tape of the silver paint, so it pulled it off a little bit and it showed a little bit of that kind of matte gray that I did not want to come through. So that is a part of it. And then some of the iridescent bled through in some spaces. So, you know. So at that point, I was like, oh, I have to do something to correct this. So I had these pearls laying around because I'm using pearls in the artist collection. So I decided to embellish the shoe with pearls. So even though I did embellish the shoe with pearls, you can still see the stripe detail throughout, which I love. And it gives it that more girly feel. I styled it with this gray and pink Pierre Cardin set that you guys saw in me come thrifting with me probably a few weeks ago, and I styled it with that. I cropped the top of the blouse, and I have the skirt. It's so cute. And then I have a pink blazer that I've had for years and years and years over it. So that is the way I styled these boots. It came out. I love these boots, even though they were a headache. I'm not gonna lie. Second are these gold boots. As you can see, there's like this huge scratch right there. And that is I think that is probably the biggest imperfection on these. Kind of like some scratches, some light scratches over there. But these are not that bad. There's a gash right there. So we're gonna see what we can do. We're gonna see what we can do on those. Similar to the gray boots, I wanted to do a gold shimmer on it, but spraying the gold spray paint, it looks more orange or a very dark gold, which I wasn't going for. So this did not turn out the way that I wanted to, but we will see what else I can do with it. Progress on the shoes. So I wanted to do a design on these, of course, because the goal was just, it was leaning more towards orange or just a different type of gold. So I wanted to do something interesting on the shoe. So I kind of did like a kind of cowish animal print type print in purple and pink on here. So I think that is super, super cool. And I can't wait till they dry so I can see the real of. You guys saw the gold boots, right? And you pretty much saw how they ended up. These are it. I think these might be my favorite. I think these, yeah, I think these might be my favorite. So what I did, you guys already saw the process, and I actually put some Mod Podge on them to give it this kind of glossy finish. So you guys didn't see that part, but that is all I did at the end. These are really cute. I think the reason why I wanted to do this kind of abstract print on it, or even like cow printish like design on it, is because the gold spray paint that I used, I did not know it was going to be this gold. This gold is like a dark, deep gold, and I was not expecting that. So I wanted to do something to kind of calm that gold down, and I decided to do this design. I styled these with the outfit that I'm wearing now, so you guys will see that. I decided to go with this t-shirt that I thrifted a while ago. I layered on my necklace. I went with this these oversized denim. Something about oversized denim, oversized pants in general, that I'm so into right now. My style is either leaning 80s dynasty or it's leaning 90s hip hop. It's either or. So I have on these denim, and then I have on this animal print, these wide frame sunglasses with it. So I took off these gold ones and I threw those on. But yeah, I love that outfit. It is super, super cute. Last, because this takes a while, this is a vintage bag. As you can see, there's some little kind of dents in the fabric. So yeah, we're gonna see what we're gonna do there. So I decided to use this 80s fabric that I bought a while ago, and I am cutting a piece out. Yes, I couldn't find my fabric scissors, so I decided to just go with this and struggle. And then I'm using some Mod Podge. This is the first time that I've used Mod Podge, and I really like it. So I'm just painting over the bag where I want to put the fabric. I'm not worried about how straight my edges are, because you will see in a little bit the reason why. And I'm just wetting down the bag, and I'm gonna put more Mod Podge on it to just make sure that it stays. And this is I believe the fabric Mod Podge that I'm using, so it is specifically for fabric on like surfaces like this. Let me show you the progress of everything. So the reason why I said that I'm not worried about the ends and how even it is because I'm putting a trim around the bag. So this is like a purple trim. It is still drying, so that is why I wasn't too worried. So that is going to go around the bag. Gonna look really cute. The last item I'm gonna show you is this bag. I can't really hold it up there because the light is gonna go out. I love the way this turned out. I love this. And it can be worn as a crossbody, but I like to wear it as a clutch. And I wanted to do a different technique, so I've never done this before. I've had this fabric for probably over a year, because I had this fabric when I worked at my previous job. So I wanted to do something with this fabric, and I knew that the pink in the fabric went really well with the pink of the original material. So I decided to use some Mod Podge and pretty much layer the kind of reupholster, I guess, this bag. And then I wanted to keep this detail, so I decided not to do it on the flap. I thought that would be a good contrast to each other. And then I wanted to do some type of trim, and I had this bias tape in purple, and I thought that it went really well with the coloring in the fabric. So I decided to do that around the edges and in the back as well. This is the only imperfection where like the two fabrics meet. But if I was selling this, I would do something to hide that. But since I'm not selling this, I don't really care about it. I styled this bag with pajamas. Yes, men pajamas, and I have the pajamas, you know, buttoned up and flowy, and I added on a cummerbund. Yep, a cummerbund, some silver jewelry, and some white heels. I thought that turned out super cute. Super cute. Those are the items that I flipped from my thrift. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite, if you have a favorite. What you think. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please hit that subscribe button, especially if you love sustainable secondhand fashion. That's what we do here. That's what we're good at. That's what we know. I mean, I know fashion regardless, but secondhand is what I do. This is a safe space for anyone who thinks outside the box fashionably. Awkward people, whoever, this is your place. If you like to let your creativity flow, then I'm your girl. So on Wednesday, I am going to Buckhead, and I'm going to take you guys with me. Don't know what and where Buckhead is. Buckhead is a area of Atlanta where the rich people stay. So I'm going to take you guys with me. We're going to spend the day in Buckhead, and we'll see what we get into. So until then, have a good day, have a good night, have a good week, have a good weekend, have a good weekday, and I will holler at you guys later.